Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to another loot video. This time it's 1 to 700 fishing in Draenor only. Okay, so first up I'm going to go over some items that you get that aren't fish from fishing. And most of them I actually ended up using. One of them is sea scorpion bait, which gives you an increased chance of catching sea scorpions. Which, by the way, were the main fish that I was fishing throughout 1 to 700, as you'll see later on. Next item is called a Worm Supreme, which is plus 200 fishing for 10 minutes. I got about 10 to 15 of those and I ended up using all of them. After that we got Sharpened Fish Hook, which is plus 100 fishing for 10 minutes, and it's a lot more common than the Worm Supreme. The final item was a Blade Bone Hook, which will auto fillet any fish you catch while fishing in Draenor. Okay, now for the actual loot. Fishing in Draenor is a bit different than normal fishing. In Draenor you get something called the small version of the fish, the normal version of the fish, or the enormous version of the fish. Using 5 of any version of those will give you X amount back. So the small version will give you 5 fish fillets in return, the normal will give you 10, and then the enormous will give you 20. Anyway, for the actual loot we got 294 small sea scorpions, 842 normal sea scorpions, and 362 enormous sea scorpions. As well as that, we also got 128 small crescent saberfish, 318 normal crescent saberfish, and 71 enormous crescent saberfish. One side note is that I have 20 blackwater whiptail flesh, 5 crescent sea saber flesh, and 10 sea scorpion segments in my inventory just from when I accidentally cleaned them at the start of the video. Anyway, onto the actual loot. Once we cleaned all the sea scorpions, we got 3,420 segments from those, which sell for 1 gold, 68 silver, and that was a total of 5,746 gold. As for the crescent saberfish flesh, we got 1,040 of those, which only sell for 1 gold and 3 silver on my server, which was a total of 1,071 gold approximately. So the total from just the fish this video was 6,817 gold. Now remember that will vary depending on server and how much you can actually sell them for, time of day, etc, etc. The one other item that we did end up selling was the Blade Bone Hook, and we got 21 of those which sell for 13 gold each on my server, which added about 270 gold to the final price check. Anyway, now that the loot's done with, I'm just going to take a second and talk about where I fished, how I fished, etc, stuff like that. So for where I fished mostly in War Spear, just because it was really easy. It was simple, just sea fishing there. I didn't really fish from any fishing holes, but it worked out fairly well. After that, I heard about a fishing spot just off the western coast of Talador, so I went over there. Apparently it had a lot of fishing holes, so I figured I may as well try it. I believe I went there around level 500 or 550 and stayed there all the way till 700. It actually was really quite good. There was a lot of fishing spots and there was hardly any mobs that you had to clear, so yeah, it was fairly enjoyable. Yeah, overall fishing was actually really quite fun. I bound one of my mouse keys to cast, and then obviously I would just mouse over and click it. If you just leave game sounds on, you can just hear it. Like if you're watching, say, a movie or something, and then every time you hear it, you look at your other screen, click it, and then refish, and then keep watching whatever you're watching. But yeah, I got, I think, 3 or 4 achievements. None of them were really worth specifically mentioning, but it's just one benefit of grinding out the fishing. Yeah, at first I thought fishing was going to be really quick because from 1 to level 300 you can get a level every fish you catch, and then at level 300 it starts taking 2 or 3. And then once you hit like level 500 to 600, it can take up to like 10 fish on average. It would take probably 5 or so just to get 1 level. So yeah, the final levels took quite a while. In total, it took me about 12 to 15 hours to get 1 to 700 in Draenor. The thing about fishing though, I don't think there's really a way to speed it up. I heard about something called, a fishing shack for your garrison. I'm not sure what that is. I don't have it. I'm recently returned to WoW and I don't really do the garrison thing yet. But that might speed it up, I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video though. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it a lot if you made it this far. I'll leave links to 1 to 700 mining as well as 1 to 700 herbalism videos on the screen right now if you're interested. Go check those out. They weren't as good profit as this though, I'll give you a heads up on that. If you're interested in more loot videos like this in the future, I'm going to be doing a 10 hours of trash farming in Bastion of Twilight as my next video, so expect that in about 2 days or so. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, hit like, hit subscribe, whatever you want. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.